Today on the channel, we're getting all of our yeets out with WWE Mattel Yeet 124, Jey Uso.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite 124 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, no stranger to any Mattel lines over the last year plus, we got Mr. Yeet himself, Jey Uso. But for all your Jey Uso needs, better hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And Jey Uso, no stranger to the collection, no stranger to the review table. And we got another one here, but one from roughly a year ago. I guess a year ago. I think the Rumble is later this year than last year, whatever it was. From the Rumble in 2025, and we're just weeks away from Rumble 2026, so stay tuned for that, I guess, in action figure form a year from now is what we'll do. And you know what we'll do about this review? We're going to do it like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And it's crazy, as I'm filming this a year ago to the date, I met Jey Uso and good friend of the channel, Braun Breaker. I was at a work function for my day job of all things. And in a crazy plot twist, I have to go to that same function this week as I'm recording this right now. It'll be interesting to see what celebrities will be there. And I might have John Stamos in tow with me. That might be my celebrity representation there. It's all about branding. It's all about getting the views in your day job, or maybe even YouTube, which we don't care about that too much on YouTube, but we're dialing into it, and we're dialing into Jey Uso last year. As it was like a week or whatever it was before the Rumble. We're just becoming best friends, and then he surprised the world, because I think a lot of people assumed, but we know what happens when you assume, Todd McFarlane, that John Cena was going to win at the very end of that Royal Rumble. John's last year, it kind of felt the narrative was going to be fixed that way. It was not. Jey won. We know what happened. He went on to WrestleMania, had his moments, had quite the year, as we do know. And this is the start of that celebratory year, I guess is what it is. And some may say it was the start of it was when him and I got to hang out at the work function. We'll see if he's there again this year. Maybe somebody different. We'll see. More to come on the channel, I'm sure. But let's dive into old Jey Uso doing Jey Uso things right here. Looking pretty good. Glamour shot right there. 8 and up. You 7-year-olds, you can't be eating. You're too young. Looking good. He's pretty in pink here. WWE logo, Jey Uso. Elite Series 124. Glamour shot. Same glamour shot on the back. Of course, tail of the tape. Got the blurb. And then we got the cross sell. We're unboxing them all on the channel. Check out the reviews and, of course, the set rankings later on. From San Francisco, California. Not as beautiful this time of year as just recently, Todd McFarlane. You're probably aware of this. Unfortunately, the Super 7 store closed down in San Francisco. So pour one out for the Super 7 store there. Height 6'2". Is he? I'm not sure. Weight 242 pounds. That finisher's the Flying Oos, the dreaded Flying Oos. Career highlights: World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Unified Tag Team Champion. Main event: Jey Uso punched his ticket to WrestleMania 41 after he eliminated John Cena to win the 2025 Royal Rumble match. Yeet! Yeeted all over the place there. And it was so crazy at that work function. You know, I'm like one of the youngest guys at this work function. And I'm 75 years old, Todd McFarlane. And, you know, it's a lot of stuffy higher ups. You're wearing suits and things like that. It is what it is. It's work. It's your day job. And he tried to get on the microphone. They're like, oh, let's bring him up here. And he's talking. He's trying to get the whole crowd to eat. And everybody's looking side to side in the audience. There's like 3,000 people there. They're all looking. They're like, what is this yeet? What is this man talking about from the stage? And I'm in the back. I'm just like, I'm giving one of those things. Not at all, actually. I'm not eating in public like that, especially around that group. No way. They'll be like, what's wrong with that Kyle? What's going on? He always looks crazy with that long hair already. What's he doing? So you got to play it cool. You got to know how the room is. Like a young Scott Hall once upon a time. You got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know your audience. That's what you got to know. And Jey didn't really know his audience. He's sitting there trying to get the yeet going, and I felt bad for him. 3,000 people. Usually he's used to everybody just going crazy, and nobody was doing it that night. Wild times, and we'll see how it goes once again. But let's dive into it here. Let's get him out of the package. I guess I should probably cut the tape if I'm going to get him out of the package, but we're going to do it, and we're going to pair him with some other Jey Uso. So Interesting right here. More accessories inside box. Now, you see that right there at the top? I haven't noticed that in any other figures. Maybe I missed it along the way, but that is a way to tell you that inside this box here, in this box, there is more accessories. So one of those interesting things, I appreciate the new packaging. I'm not sure if I like all of this kind of stuff because it's just, I can see people stealing stuff out of there. We've already seen it with Build-A-Figures. I don't know what the perfect mix is. See you later, goodbye. But we do get the baggie. Oh, Todd, this looks like the baggie you always keep it in your pocket. Oh, look at that. He's got the little lay over the top. That's it, though. Nothing else. Bam! Over the top. See you later, goodbye. Plastic Uso prison. Watch out for that. Watch out. And wait a minute. In a plot twist. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say no twist ties. Quite the plot twist, of course, for this channel. That's how excited we get around these parts here. There's no twist ties. That's excitement. It's like we live out in the country, and oh my gosh, I saw a Buick come down the dirt road. I can't believe it. We haven't seen anybody forever. Ooh, there we go. Losing twist ties. Don't want to lose glasses, that's for sure. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. What are we doing here? Throwing stuff around. He's got his Yeet shades going here. We got to have those Yeet shades. We know how that goes. I need to get some signature shades. I guess Ray-Bans are my signature shades. I've had those for decades at this point. But maybe I need to get an advertiser on the channel for sunglasses. Maybe 'tis the season very soon. We do get the Yeet glasses right here. It says Yeet there on the lenses. Pink and black attack like a young Jim the Evil Neidhart. Nope, you thought I was going to say Bret Hart. I went Jim the Evil Neidhart. Looking pretty good there. Got the lay over the top in bright pink. Got some green in there. You've seen this used before, most of the time in red. A little different colors with this one. We're here for that. He's got the Yeet hands out of the package. He's laying it down. But we also got gripping hands out of the package. Got a little white extra on the gripping hand tied up on his pinky right there. But now we're going to dive in, easy for me to say, into Jey Uso in the beard. And he's got a wild beard on him. What are we doing here? He's missing a little bit of paint down here. So I don't know if that's supposed to be, maybe that's supposed to be gray, or you know what could have happened here? Very crazy. This whole head is very crazy. First, he's screaming and yelling, so he's got that going on for him. But if you look at him from the side, it's like he's almost like that moon guy from McDonald's back in the day. Almost like he's got a moon head. He's like got super long chin. He's making Jim Neidhart blush once again. But it's like unfinished, like they didn't paint everything down in the bottom of the chin. Even a little bit onto the side, so they missed some paint there. And I almost wonder if that paint was supposed to be gray and they just missed on the notes, you know, that like, oh, we're supposed to put a little gray dabs in there. It's like it wasn't totally finished. Maybe that's the case. I'm not sure. I guess you could go through. I am by no means a guy to do that. A good friend of the channel, Dave Wheeler, could do it if he wanted to. Shout out to Dave Wheeler. He's not watching this, I don't think. But you could put a little gray in here if you wanted to. You paint it up yourself. So you got options if you're creative, but looks a little bit suspect, I will say. A little bit suspect. But it is screaming, yelling Jey Uso. And then his eyes are very squinty here. So obviously I'll display him with his sunglasses on, but very squinty in the eye department. It looks like he can't see. He's like, where am I? Am I eating? What's going on? Looking crazy. Got that mullet out the back, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. He keeps his teeth clean, though. We will say that. And he's got the arm sleeve on the arm. Does say Yeet in white. And then, of course, you do got the tattoos on the other side being shown off. Soft goods pink half shirt, whatever you call this shirt here. It says Yeet right in the front in the blue. Looks like he's right out of Miami Vice, looking very nice. You pop the head off, you can slide this off if you want to. A little bit baggy, I will say. You do get the tattoos on the underneath. Jay's got a lot of tattoos, as we do know. Got the white pants going on, Yeet down the side of the leg. Got the palm tree going on, looking very good. You got the red lines there of the socks. You got the white shoes going on. Not a bad piece of business for old Jey, but man, the head a little bit rough on this one here. Arms do go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows playing the hits. Hands back and forth side to side. Ab crunch nice and tight. Waist perfect. Big old splits. Look at this. Smooth as butter. I tell you what, no quality issues with this whole wave. I am very pleased to say that here on the channel, as we have fought the good fight, be it paint problems or joint problems, for the last 18, 22 months, 2 years. What is time? We've been fighting the good fight, and it looks like we have finally got stuff where we need it to be. Thigh cut. And then I say paint problems, and of course the paint in his beard is missing. But besides that, of course, double jointed pinless knees on this one. Boot cut, ankles, not a lot. Up and down, boot cut. And then you get toe articulation, a little ultimate leftover there for Mr. Uso here. going to throw these shades on. He definitely looks better with the shades on. I don't like those squinty eyes. Shades stay on good, too. Always nice to get those to stay really well. Fits on a ringside stand. Man, we're playing so many hits, it'll make your head spin. Maybe with a little bit of misses, unfortunately, with the paint application in the beard. A little bit of a miss right there. But there he is, old Jey Uso, on his way to the world title a couple months after this event, as we do know. And I do got the defining moment still popping around my desk here a little bit, so you get the yeet hands with that one. This more intercontinental, as we know. Same glasses, though. Got to get the most out of those molds. We know how it's done. Same glasses. But always welcome for another Jey Uso figure, maybe. Unfortunately for Jimmy Uso, his brother has really passed him in the figure department. And that's got to hurt right in here somewhere. Where's the heart at? Down there? I don't know where it is. But that's got to hurt him a little bit. He's like, we're brothers. We should have the same amount of figures. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So is what it is, but there it is. Jey Uso 124. What's your thought? You got paint problems on yours? You got any paint issues on the body? How's your joints? Let me know in the comments down below. And have you been known to yeet a time or two? Let me know that in the comments as well. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. Also the name of my podcast every single Tuesday. It is The Kyle Peterson Show. Check out Patreon and YouTube channel members for even more content. So for Jey Uso, Mattel Elite 124, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to the end of the line.